Hi guys, welcome back to Drive London. I'm Rohit. This is Laser. We're about to do a mock test. Laser came to us wanting to do a mock test after watching some of our YouTube videos, and surprisingly, he has a license. So he has a pink license already, but it was converted from
New Zealand.
And you tell us. So,
well, my license was converted from a New Zealand license, and because I can't prove that I've passed the test on a manual car,
yeah,
I have an automatic restriction on it.
Okay,
and I have to pass another test to
get it back onto the manual license.
That's right.
Okay, he hasn't actually got a test at the moment, so he just wants to know if he's going to be test ready or not.
Yeah.
And the drive here, we've driven for half an hour. It's been fairly good. There was only a couple of mistakes, just with not staying on the left side of the road when making that right turn. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And using a right signal on a roundabout when it was not necessary when we were going straight. But yeah, okay, we're going to find out how you do. I'm going to explain how the test works, and then we'll get started. Okay, it's going to last for 40 minutes. During those 40 minutes, we're going to keep following the road ahead, and let's ask you to turn left or right. There'll be one maneuver, possibly the emergency stop, one show me and one tell me question. Okay. There'll be 20 minutes of independent driving in your actual test, where you follow the sat-nav or a series of signs. But I'm going to get you to follow the sat-nav for the whole duration, so we can follow this test route. Okay. If we do need to go off course, I will tell you in good time as well. Okay.
Sounds good.
All right, good. For you guys, whenever he makes any mistakes, any serious or dangerous mistakes, will be in red at the top here. Anything minor, anything advisory will be in amber, and anything well in green. Good. Ready to start? All right, cool. So let's start with that tell me question. Could you tell me how you would turn on your full beams, and how would you know they're on whilst inside the car?
So it's usually on the over here. So
you just have to explain it.
You would turn them on with the switch here on the car, and you would know that they are on by seeing the blue light at the dash, which shows you that your full beams are on.
Okay. Okay, thank you. So we're going to follow the sat-nav. It's already on. I'm going to give you first direction. We're going to go down to the end of the road and turn left, and follow the sat-nav thereafter.
Sounds good.
Okay, start whenever you're ready. Okay.
Nobody around.
So before we go, I'm just going to quickly check something, if that's okay. Because last time I pressed record on these and it wasn't recording the right setting. Sorry. And I said I would keep checking. I can't even see them. But they should be fine.
Seems on and there's a red light.
Yeah, perfect. Good.
Sounds good. There's nobody around us and pretty quiet street.
We're going to turn left, and like I said, we're going to follow the sat-nav after.
Okay.
I'd like us to pull over and park in a safe place for me, please. And I'll fix that. No worries. Good timing. Let me just really get that back on. Okay, we'll drive on whenever you're ready again.
Ready to go?
turn left at this roundabout, first exit.
Okay.
And we're going to turn left at this roundabout. And we're going to pull over and park in a safe place for me, please. Don't worry about the yellow line on this occasion.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. The sat-nav's audio is not on for some reason. Just quickly make sure that's working. There you go.
Perfect.
Okay, we'll continue following the sat-nav now, okay? Drive in whenever you're ready.
Sounds good. Around me.
After 300 yards, go right on the roundabout. 4th exit.
I guess I was too slow for him.
Go right on the roundabout. 4th exit.
Wrong exit, but we're going to stay here. We're going to turn left at the roundabout, so follow my directions. I'm going to go left again.
Okay.
Just keep going left around here.
Go left there or just follow it?
Okay, it's fine. We'll just carry on straight now. We'll just follow the road.
Sorry.
Okay. going to take this next left here for me, please.
Okay.
And once we enter this aisle, I'd like you to pick a bay and forward park into it for me, please.
Okay. I need to adjust a little bit. I put that light. Wait. Ah, that's right.
Okay. Okay, thank you. I'd like us to reverse to your right and drive up to your left for me, please.
Okay. Reverse to my right and drive left.
And we'll drive on down to the end and turn left for me, please.
Okay. Turn right here?
Yeah, sorry, we're going to turn right.
Okay.
And we're going to turn right again.
Okay.
So we're basically heading towards the exit.
Got it. Where I've entered the wrong exit on the roundabout. Yep.
And turn right at the roundabout again. And we're going to turn left.
Bear
at
right.
the
Then
roundabout.
go left on the roundabout.
And then follow the sat nav there.
Go left on the roundabout. First exit.
Got it. Ah, so that's where I was meant to go.
After 200 yards, go right on the roundabout. Third exit. Go right on the roundabout. Third exit.
us to turn on the rear demister for me, please.
Rear demister. Okay. Certainly somewhere around here. Oh, there it is.
Thank you.
After 400 yards, cross the roundabout, second exit. Then, take the exit. Cross the roundabout, second exit. Then, take the exit. After 800 yards, take the exit. Then, go left on the roundabout.
There's an exit here?
So we're going to take the next exit off, yeah.
Okay.
Take the exit. Then, go left on the roundabout.
Nope. I lost my speed too. I need to get in there. Whoa.
Yeah, I think they've closed the exit. So you're going to ignore the sat nav, follow my directions for now.
Okay.
After 200 yards, go left on the roundabout, first exit. Then, turn right.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to move back to the left lane when it's safe to do so.
Got it.
And we're going to go this way.
After 800 yards,
Basically,
take
I'll
the
follow
exit.
the sat nav.
Then,
We're going to take the next
go
exit.
around the roundabout.
Got it. He's
Take the exit. Then, go around the roundabout.
this exit?
Yes, please.
Going right.
Go around the roundabout, fifth exit. Then, keep right.
So we're turning right, fifth exit, we're following the sat nav.
Got it. Which is back onto the main
Same road, yeah.
Yeah. That one? No, that's not the one.
Okay, sure.
This is-
Okay, I'm going to get us to pull over and park on the left and face. Don't worry about getting on top of the curb.
Okay.
Okay, so I'd like us to turn around the car facing the other direction for me, please. So we're going to turn around, face in that direction, so we can head back towards that roundabout.
Sounds good. And when we keep moving, or just face it in the other way?
Yeah, keep moving. Yeah.
Right.
And then head towards that roundabout, and we're going to turn left first, exit that roundabout.
Perfect. Sounds good.
After 100 yards, go around the roundabout. First exit, then keep right.
So we're going to take the next...
Go around the roundabout. First exit,
left,
then
exit.
keep right.
Yep.
After 500 yards, keep right, then take the exit. Keep right, then take the exit.
So we're going to keep to the right, so we're not taking this one down.
After 800 yards, take the exit.
And what we'll do is we're going to ignore the sat-nav completely. You're going to follow my directions now. Okay?
Got it.
So I can't touch the sat-nav at the moment because we're driving. Just keep following the road ahead for now. I'm going to turn off
Take the
sat-nav.
exit.
Sounds good.
We'll move into the right lane when it's safe to do so. We're going to carry on straight ahead.
After 300 yards, cross the roundabout. Third exit.
So ignoring the sat-nav, okay?
Okay.
At the next roundabout, we're going to turn left first exit.
Turn left, first exit.
Yep, at the next roundabout.
After 800 yards, go around the roundabout. Fourth exit. Then take the exit.
So we're not doing that. We're going to do turn left first exit.
Left, first exit.
Go around the roundabout. Fourth exit. Then take the exit.
He's going to remind you a few times.
Very persistent.
Yeah.
I think he heard us.
Yeah. So turning left first exit. We're going to turn right at the traffic lights. request to pull over and park in a safe place for me, please.
Okay.
Mate, turn around when you can. And if those backseat drivers don't keep it down, we'll ditch them at the next servo.
I like this guy.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna get rid of him. There we go. Okay, good. We're gonna follow my directions from now on. Okay.
Okay.
All right. We'll drive on whenever you're ready.
Sounds good. We should judge him. Oh, first go. Okay. Well played. Well played.
At the next roundabout, we're going to turn right, third exit. We're going to take the second road on your left.
Okay.
The next roundabout, we're going to turn right, second exit, and then immediate left.
Okay.
next road on your right. We're going to turn right at the roundabout. And we're going to turn left at this roundabout. At the next roundabout, we're going to turn right, second exit.
Right.
The next roundabout goes straight ahead. And we're going to take the next road on your right.
Okay.
to pull over and park on the right side of the road in a safe place. Isn't anywhere on the
facing
right.
the correct way, or just?
Just on the right side will do. Yeah.
Sounds good.
That's great. Okay, if I get you to secure the car and turn off the engine for me, please. And then just give me a moment.
Excellent.
Okay, how do you think you've done in that test?
Well, if navigation was being examined, I'm not sure I would have done well. But I think there were a few mistakes that could have caught me out.
Okay.
One was when they exited the roundabout that I made an error on, I still tried to get in, kind of like a little bit late.
Okay.
That might have been an error.
Yeah.
And then there was definitely on the motorway a red car behind me. I did see them when there was a blue car joining on, and my intent was to give the blue car space so they can come on at their speed, and I thought I saw the red car moving into the other lane to give me the room. That wasn't the case when I looked at the second time, and they ended up having to slow down and weren't particularly happy. I saw you waving there as well, so that could have been an issue.
Okay.
There were a couple of other ones, but yeah.
Okay. Unfortunately, you would have failed that.
I think so as well.
Yeah, so it would have been a fail. You've got 8 serious mistakes. Now, out of those 8, 3 of them were dangerous. Sorry, not 3, 2 of them were dangerous.
Yep.
So we're going to talk through those, okay?
Sounds good.
Now, before I get into that, your drive, I can see you're experienced, yeah? And it feels like when I'm sitting in the car with you and you're driving, I'm not afraid of like you handling the car and stuff. But what you are doing, you're making some sudden changes which are not good.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And that's what's catching you out. Okay. And now this is what I know as an experienced driver, when you don't want to end up going like a long route round. This is what tends to happen. Once you've been driving for so long, people get into this routine where if I can quickly take that turn, I'm going to do it. But I'd rather not do that. That's not safe. That's where that's going to cause accidents. Okay. That's what's tending to happen. So let's talk through the mistakes now. So let's start with the slip road. Okay, so we're coming off. We're on a roundabout. Sat nav said go straight ahead, second exit. We're driving up, and you've said, "Am I taking the next exit?" And I said, "Yeah." That's what he's asking. Take the next exit. As we got closer to there, there's all these little cones on the floor.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So the road was closed there now.
Ah, that one. Yes.
Yeah. So the road was closed. We couldn't take the exit. Now we kind of picked that up a bit late. Okay.
Absolutely.
Now, that's fine. Okay, so we've seen it a little bit late, but well, it's a mistake already. So for planning and awareness there, and then you've tried to move over, and now you've tried to rush doing everything. You've done your signal. You're trying to budge over, rather than just slowing it down to begin with. And I marked that one down as a serious fault for just planning and awareness.
No, that's true. I'll explain from my point of view.
Yeah.
When I saw the cones, I had 2 options because it was forcing me to close to the right. And I noticed it a little bit late. I noticed that there was a car next to me that wasn't going to let me in, and so slowing down was the only option at that time. But by the time I started slowing down and I was hitting like second gear, I noticed that all the other traffic is moving at about 40-50 miles an hour, and so I'm gonna have a lot more trouble with like so little room to catch up.
Yeah.
And so I tried to not lose as much speed and find a gap where I could squeeze in.
Okay. Yeah.
So that was my thinking. Whether it was right or wrong, I don't know. But like, that's...
No, so you're correct. So if we slow down too much there, it's almost like we're going to have to rejoin and no one's going to give you a gap. So you're correct in saying that. So the whole serious mistake was the planning and awareness.
Absolutely.
Had we seen that sooner,
Yes.
we could have moved over sooner and just said, you know what, I don't think it's open, or just avoided that maybe as well. Yeah.
Yep.
So in your test, you don't going the wrong direction is not a problem. And if you just got to pick up, roads will be closed. Sometimes there'll be an accident or something will be happening. You just got to change direction on your own. Okay. So yeah, that was a serious fault for your planning and awareness.
Okay.
Straight after that, like you mentioned, we had a slip road. There's a blue car coming in. Now, with slip roads, when people are merging, so he was merging into our lane, There's two options, well, three options you could have done. You could have either sped up, so you're nowhere near him, and you could have been in front of him, okay, so that he can merge in behind us.
Correct.
Or we could have slowed down, so he's in front of us, or merging in front of us. Or we could have switched lanes in good time to let him come in. Now,
that's right.
You've left that all really late again. Okay, so we've come up, the blue car's right next to us now, and now you're like, okay, let me try to just give him space, and we've just put our signal on, and you checked your mirrors and moving over at the same time. So I gave you a kind of a serious, well, I gave you a serious mistake for use of mirrors before change of direction as a dangerous fault.
Okay.
Or a serious mistake, I can't remember.
It would have been serious if I didn't check beforehand. So yeah.
Yeah. So it was, I think it was seriously controlled. Yeah, I didn't have to intervene. And yeah, there was a red car there, and it just got a bit messy. And then the red car had to brake quite quickly as well.
It was messy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw the red car before moving off, and I did check for them there when I saw the blue car coming in, and I checked what I thought was ahead of time. But in my opinion, I thought they were moving to the right lane, but that was not correct.
Yeah. But the safest thing would have been to do that. It's too busy there to switch lanes.
Or slow down.
Yeah, I wouldn't have switched lanes there basically.
Yeah.
What I would have said is too busy in the right lane. I'm not going to be switching lanes. All I'm going to do is, like you said, speed up or slow down. So adjust my speed so that car is not next to me. So we don't have to switch that suddenly. And we've got more time to kind of work on
Makes
our way.
sense.
Okay.
That would have been a better choice.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, so just use the mirrors before change direction. You try to move over suddenly. But again, it's more down to kind of planning and awareness as well, saying there's this busy slip road. Try to adjust my speed according to what's happening on those cars on the left. Okay. Actually, I marked that down as not use of mirrors as judgment of crossing, going over to the other lane. It's fairly similar. Okay, so you didn't check your mirrors. It wasn't safe for you to switch over to the right. So yeah. Okay. And then after that, we finally came off on this the next exit off. We came off. Again, we have a roundabout. We're turning right, 5th exit.
Yes.
We're going round, and I'm trying to remember all this. It's vague now. We're going round, and you've counted your exit somewhat, and you're confused of whether or not that's your exit
one
or not,
or the next one.
The next one.
Correct.
Now, at this point, we're getting like a minor for this already because we're not counting exits correctly. Now, if you've missed a certain amount of exits, just pick an exit and take it safely. Instead, what you've done is you've kind of hesitated, like, do I take this, do I not? And now the exit you took, you're in the overtaking lane where the cars on the exit before have started pulling out.
Yes.
Because they're assuming you're going to keep going around.
That's correct. There was a blue car coming in, wasn't there?
Yeah, exactly. And then as you've just basically taken that turn way too late there. And I marked that down as a use of mirrors before change direction. You kind of just, again, not checking to see
if that was the exit I was meant to take. How should I have taken it?
You need to move over to the left lane
over
sooner.
To the left sooner and more control. Okay.
Yeah, so basically if that was the exit you wanted to take, the exit before yours, you should be checking your mirrors and drifting over back into the left.
Yeah.
So and that's another thing, I haven't actually marked, I didn't know half the times what to mark these down as because they were messy in a whole, like there's a lot of, there's not a single fault there, it's a mixture of faults. Okay. So there was a fault of not moving your position back to your left lane. Before taking an exit.
Okay.
And a sudden kind of change of using mirrors and just moving over. Okay. And just planning and awareness. So there's mainly 3 things for each of those faults that we did.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, when a roundabout, if I'm taking the 4th exit, for example, we go around. When you get to 3rd exit, we should be checking our mirrors, moving our position back to the left lane again, and then doing a left signal after 3rd exit and taking that exit. Now we're still in the overtaking lane, taking exits. It's just confusing everyone. Okay. So yeah, I gave that as a dangerous fault, I believe, of use of mirrors before change of direction.
The driver of the blue car wasn't impressed either.
No, he wasn't. I think I said to say sorry to them. Signals correctly as a serious fault. What happened here? Now I can't remember half of these. Now we'll put them in, but you must have got a serious fault for signals somewhere where you've signaled incorrect. Oh yeah, so yeah, I remember this now. So once we did take that exit, the 4th exit that you believed it was, well, it was 5th exit we were trying to take, but we took the 4th exit. When we came off and I got you to pull over and park, and I said park in a safe place, there was a road on the left just before, and you done your left signal before that road.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so and you did it in really good, like not good time, like really early. Had there been someone there, they're going to assume you're turning into that road.
I know, we went straight through and
Correct.
okay.
That's going to.
So that is a serious one.
Yeah. Okay. Use of speed.
To be honest, I didn't see that road.
Oh no. There you go. So make sure before you put your signals on, even at junctions or pulling over and parking, just make sure there's no roads beforehand.
Okay.
So it doesn't look like that we're turning into those.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Use of speed. This is your first serious mistake. It was quite early in the test. Once we had gone down this test center road here, we did a left turn at the roundabout where the camera fell. That's the 20 road, and he was doing 24, 23, 22 the whole way down that road.
Yes.
And I would say we were above the speed bracket more often than actually at 20 or under it. Yeah.
Okay. That is true.
So yeah, we just need to keep an eye on our speed. I mean, it's not massively over.
Yeah.
On average, I would say he was doing 22, 23 miles per hour.
Yeah.
But it's still not good enough. We need to keep at a steady 20 or below. Yeah.
Got it.
Okay. I mean, if it goes slightly above, not a problem, but you need to correct it straight away. But we're kind of staying at.
Was this the road where there was a van in front of me drifting slowly further away, or was it? And there were 3 cars behind me, or was it a different one?
It was fairly early in the test.
Early in the test, so it was a different one. Okay, yeah.
I think when I first got you to pull over and park,
Yeah.
and I told you to drive on, there was a roundabout, we turned left, it was that road there.
That road there. Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
no, that is true.
But yeah,
I
just
think that later in the test, I tried to keep a better eye on my speed.
Yeah, exactly. In the second half, when we were coming back, I could see he was maintaining 20 better.
Yeah.
But yeah, and at the start, you're kind of nervous. Everyone does this as well. Everything's just, going through, and everything was happening in the car with the camera falling down and stuff, and the sat nav not talking.
That's okay.
But you still got to keep within the speed limit. Okay.
Fair enough.
Junctions turning right. Let me think. Turning right at a junction.
There was a bus coming our way, and then there was a. Was that the one? There was a second learner in front of us.
Oh, I think I marked that down for the roundabout. Just the roundabout in general, because I didn't know what to mark it down as.
Okay.
So I marked that down as turning right as a whole. When you was turning right, you just didn't drift back to your left. And
right, roundabout.
Yeah, that's the roundabout.
There were 2 to 3 roundabouts there that I
you kind of messed up, but yeah, so actually that's it. So turning right was again when we ended up going into Tesco's.
Yes, that one too. Yeah, that was.
So that was a right turn, 4th exit. We took the 3rd exit into Tesco.
I seem to be off by 1 in these larger roundabouts.
So you just need to make sure you're counting them correctly. And again, you did a fairly similar thing. You're like, you're not sure. I can tell you're not sure.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh, is this exit? And you're just suddenly taking it.
Go in there.
And
it wasn't. That one wasn't great either. But there wasn't. There was actually room because wasn't a car coming in like the last one.
But there was a car behind us which had drifted over at the correct time to take the exit.
Yes, they did.
So now you're in the overtaking lane. He could have sped up to try taking that exit, and there's only one lane coming off there.
Yes.
So you just got to be careful with the whole situation there.
True.
Okay. Yeah. So we need to work on your roundabouts. That's definitely one thing.
Yep.
And then lastly, you got a serious mistake for forward bay parking control. And observations. I was going to change that, so I marked it down as a minor, but I was going to mark it down as a serious. Okay, so both the things you get marked on, control and observations, you got a serious mistake in. Okay. When we first came up to do the forward bay park, you didn't look over your right shoulder before turning in, so you didn't check your blind spot.
Right.
Okay. So if you're in a car park, it's kind of busy. Sometimes you have motorbikes, people moving out of different bays. You just want to make sure no one's in your blind spot before you turn in.
That is true.
That was just a minor. And then when
I believe that because it looked quiet, so I wouldn't have done it. But
yeah. I mean, there's most likely nothing going to be there, but you never know. On the off chance, there could be something there, and we just don't want to take that risk. Okay, but like I said, it was just a minor there. Then we parked in. It didn't park perfectly. You reversed back. You went back in. I was happy with that as well.
Okay.
And then I said, okay, you parked nicely. We're going to reverse back out to your right and drive up to your left. And then your arm went behind my seat.
Not allowed?
No.
Okay.
So then, if one of my arms is behind my seat, I've only got one hand on the steering wheel, and plus my body is now like this only.
That is true.
I have no idea what's happening on that section down there. Yeah. So all I'm doing is looking here, but you have no idea what's happening on your right side.
Okay.
And that's the way the car is moving as well. Is reversing back that way.
Right.
Okay. So if I've got my arm like this, you're really not going to be able to look over your right shoulder. So what we prefer is that.
Yeah. Okay.
And just reversing
that
whilst looking both sides.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was a serious mistake for your observations.
That makes sense.
And that's all your serious mistakes. I don't think I'm going to remember all your minors. You'll see them in the video. Goes up.
Fair.
But your main minors, where you're getting your most amount of minors, is on your mirrors. And you're doing this quite a bit. It's mainly your left mirror. Each time you're moving to your left for a meeting situation, for an oncoming vehicle, even when that black car was coming quite quick around the corner, you haven't checked your left side and you're just moving over. You're taking a risk of hitting a cyclist. So you might be saving yourself from that car, but you're going to hit a cyclist on the left.
Right.
The best thing to do is if you haven't, if you haven't checked your mirrors, always slow down in a straight line. Unless you've checked and it's safe, then only move over to your left. Yeah, okay. But yeah, you need to work on your mirrors. Even when you're doing your signals, sometimes you're not checking your mirrors. Even when you're slowing down in traffic and moving off, no mirror checks there. Again, we just need to know what's happening behind, so our brakes are affected sometimes with what type of vehicle we've got behind us. So if you had a really big vehicle behind us, we wouldn't be braking so sharp and so on. Okay, basically these are the 3 times you need to be checking mirrors: before signaling, before change of direction, and before change of speed. Okay, but we definitely need to work on those. Also, just somewhere else, I gave us a minor for your steering when we're going around that Tesco roundabout. You got a little close to the curb, towards the island, and that's when I was doing this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, I think the back wheel may have gone over the island out of Tesco. But I don't know.
No, so not the mini roundabout. So not inside the big one where we took
on the left.
On the right. So when we're turning right, 4th exit. But we ended up going to Tesco's. When you're going round, you're getting a bit close to the roundabout. Yeah. Okay, just work on your steering there. Use some mirrors before. Sorry, moving off with safely. We're doing a 6-point check, but we're not looking at our right blind spot. You are looking at your right blind spot, but you're doing a lot of this where we're just looking at the pillar. I want to see you looking around the pillar.
Okay.
The examiners mark people down for this because that just blocks my view still.
It does, yes.
Okay. And then signals necessary on a mini roundabout. Twice we used to left signal when it's not necessary. You asked me this at the start as well.
Yes, I did, and I then proceeded to forget about it. It seems.
So
I'll fix
that was unnecessary. Yeah. Okay, so like I said, you can drive. I can see you're experienced, but we can't be making sudden changes. You need to plan better. And we just need to work on your roundabouts, just making sure we can actually count the exits correctly and move over to the left at the correct time as well.
Yep. That sounds good.
Sounds good? Yeah, so a couple of lessons, I'd say you'll be ready, and maybe do another mock test and see the difference from there.
Sounds perfect.
Sounds good?
Yes.
Alright, perfect. Alright, good. Best of luck to Laser. Yeah, we'll work on these mistakes and hopefully have him passed.
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you guys in the next one.